All right, so makes them called data. It entails data analysis, data wrangling, with data modeling, and all those get already created module for it for data science. Examples are your TensorFlow. We have something like Seaborn. We have things like Beautiful Soup. We have a module for it. Data pattern is used for web development. In the aspect of web development that they say Python is used, the backend aspect of Python used there is Django. Either you are using Django or you are using Flask. It's a module in Python. All right. So was Nitro explained to them inside the module. So today I intend to that is inside the module. Created a file called inside this file called mod.py. In line 1, I declare a variable called full name, right? I said full name is equal to divine what Mike. Then still inside this particular file, you are 40 and the model of the electron. Still inside the same function, I think this one is should be an author and the words, the title. You have created your module. Let's say you are using it. All I was now
Yeah.
explaining to them is, I said, um, in an application development, it is better you structure your file. Your database connect. How do you link your database? You have to create a module for it. Words are module. Use your import keyword for mod. Now for me to module, I will call the module name, then the name of the module, which is what? The variable of the module, which here we call it mod again. Are you with me? This my mod again
Yeah.
dot the function name. The function is what? Is add. So that's what we did here. Is a class to an object. That as we are printing out at this part where I converted the class to object with what? P. P is equal to what? My mod, which is what? My module name. Print out the item inside this class of electronics. Are you there? So print p dot product, you have access to 20. Then we have p dot model, the model we have inside our class, which is what? HP. So if I run this one here, are you seeing what I have executed on my terminal? Alright. I have divine mic, which is this one. I have 70, which is the addition of 30 and 40. Then I have my what? My objects. Item inside my object, which is laptop and thereabout. Do you understand?
Okay.
Then,
So P
yeah,
is equal. Sorry.
I'm with you.
Okay. Okay. I understand it. P is equals to my is my
That's
mod
it.
dot electron.
You know, it's a class now. So we have to convert
Yes.
that
Yes.
class to an object, which is the instance of the class.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
gave him an assignment. I don't know if he did it, but let's do it together here. I declare a book here. So for me to access this item inside this book now, I've imported it, my mod. So if I say print, you know we said in dictionary, you access dictionary with the what? With the key. Alright. The value in dictionary is accessed with the what? With the key. So that will become, I'll first of all call the name which I've imported my mod, dot what now? Dot book. Are you saying it now? If I say dot book, let me see what I'm going to have first. If you look at it, when I say dot book, I have access to the author and the what? The title. This is supposed to be title, which is coming from that side. Now, I don't know if you remember, we call the word the key. So my key right now is what's the key for the I think it's author. That's the key that I use. So if I still run this program, I hope I'm fine. Yeah. So if I still run this program now, I only have Emmanuel James. Are you seeing it? Emmanuel James printed out. So I'm accessing the words, the value via the word, the key. Do you understand? Do you understand? Hello, Stanley, are you there?
Yeah. Yeah. Please, can you come again? I got a call that disturbed my this thing,
Okay,
the video.
okay. I said I gave him an assignment to do this, but let's do it together as a correction. I want to update your key and you have your what? Your value. So author is a key, this is a value. Teacher that this person have here is a key, animate is a word first, right? Dot the dictionary name. Dictionary name is what is book. So what I did initially before your call came in, when I printed it out, I have access to all the items. You can see that all the items inside. Author is Emmanuel James, title animate, which is inside. So I was now saying, what about if I want to have access to only Emmanuel James, or I want to have access to the animate? title, that's a spelling error. So I'm going to have what animate executed out. So that's how to access the item. Now, one thing about a dictionary can a module can have a bulky code. So that's why I will show you some uh, some already existing modules are what programmers, they are programmers that create them. Please, another word for modules are libraries. Oh, don't allow anybody to deceive you with libraries and module. Another word for it are libraries. They will tell you Python word libraries, Python module is the same thing. That module is not doing a specific task, it's just doing different kind of tasks. It's you that will call it for what you want to carry out. Do you understand? Now let me give you another way. Now this import that you are seeing here is a keyword in Python to import another file. To now I can use what we call, there's something we called um, name alias, or sometimes I may not import every item inside. Let's say I want to only have access to full name. All right, I want to only have access to what, to full name. So how do you carry it out in Python? Let me comment. All right, but you don't want to import it, you just want to have import of the specific distance that you want to make use of. You have to use what we call uh name alias, whereby you now become from this import this. So use your from keyword. Are you seeing it now? Now I'm only calling full name that I have here. All right, I only have access to full name if I'm using that statement. I don't have access to every other thing that I have that is here if I'm using that full name. I don't know if I'm communicating. So if I come here and I said print print full name, I'll be in a very good shape. All right, so what I will print out here is going to be what? It's going to be divine what? Mike. Now be my guess, if I come and said oh print out hard, I don't have access to hard because I didn't call it. All right, I don't have access to hard, so it will go to give me error that is not declared. It's even showing you your yellow sign there. Are you seeing that? It's saying hard is not what defined. I don't have access to it because in my calling of my file I said from this my file that I've created import only what? Full name. But if peradventure I want to also import that hard, all right, I will just say from my mod import what? Hard. Please, are we communicating? So let's see access to another item, like I don't have access to specific utility inside a module to make use of them in your program. You know, your project is not compulsory. I'm not even expecting you to focus on application development. You may go into automation, you may go into machine learning with Python, you may go into data analysis with Python, data science with Python. Do you understand? But what I'm telling you in a nutshell is that, hello, hello,
Yes, yes.
okay,
Please, is this recorded? Because it's not showing that recording sign
it's
on
recording,
the screen.
it's recording.
Okay.
Hmm.
Alright.
Now, I haven't done this now. I want to introduce you to another key terminology we use in Python again. This is using your from keyword, using a name words alias, using name alias. Now, when you are importing your file, like that my mod now, that name sounds kind of awkward, right? You may want to use your name, all right, 2 lines, may not always be 50 lines. Sometimes you may write a code that is up to 1000 so that you not get confused on your own when you are trying to read your code. So there's something we call name alias. Let's say I don't want to call that module, that my mod. I don't want to call it my mod. All right, I want to you do the random module, date and time module, JSON module, and stuff like that. Do you understand? So let's say I want to rename the module, but let's take an example of this one. I'm going to say a import, you use your said import my mod as Mike. I'm saying where I'm going to use my mod in my application, I should use what? Mike. Am I communicating? So if peradventure now I want to print that full name, I said print. So what will I call? It's going to be Mike dot, are you seeing I have access to the file inside there? Mike dot what? Full name. Okay, so if I run it, I'll see be in a very good shape. Now the beauty of this one is that you have access to, you still have access to everything inside your module. Please, am I communicating? I function. I can also say mic dot, so let me not talk about that object. Probably you can figure that one yourself. Mic dot book. I will have access to what? To the what? To the dictionary. So if I print it, I have access to all the items. Now you can see that I'm using mic, but where it's coming from is my mod. So what we are saying is that it's just like also known as. My module can also be known as. That's what they call name alias in words in Python. Are we good?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's look at some beauty modules in Python. They show you some kind of things how to do it. Now we have a method. By now you should know what method. You can see if called without an argument, return the name in the current scope. Else return an alphabetized words list of name the files inside a how will I put it now? Inside your module. For example, I said print dir print idea. What's my module name? Now my module name is Mike, right? I pass in Mike here because I use name alias. If I run this, see what I'm going to have. Are you seeing that everything that I declared, that I have created, the classes, the dictionary, the function I created, I'm seeing it. Book, yeah, there's a book there. There's a letter. These ones are built in. Python built in. Immediately you create a module, they will build all those things. That's why you're seeing underscore underscore. I remember we make use of one where you're dealing with classes. So the DRO give you access to everything that you have inside that word, that module. Am I communicating? Now let me give you, okay, is if you are building, because Python can be used to build calculator application. If you are building a calculator app, please you use math. It's good you use math module, because math module you have access to something like cosine, something like a long code. So I'm going to give some example here. Let's say first thing first, if you are using a beauty modules in Python, you must first of all import it. Are you with me? So if I said import modules are being installed for you, you don't need to disturb yourself about it. Do you get? Your beauty
Yeah.
modules are installed for you. You don't need to disturb yourself.
So
Now,
most of them are already like they are already installed.
yeah, most of them are
Like
already installed, but there are some of them
okay,
you have
just
to. I will cross that bridge. Then I have to teach you how to install it and use them. Example now. What's the square root of 25? I said print. The square root of 25 is 5, right? 25 is 5. Abi? 5 times 5 is not 5. I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
So the square root of 25 should be 5. So C, math.com, math.copy sign. There are many. See log. But what I'm concerned about here is square root. Square root, I think square root is sqrt. Yeah, look at it there. This is the method. So you now pass in the square root of 0. If the number don't have a square root, they will still give you your value, but they may not give you a perfect value. Are you seeing it? Do you about name alias, right? Let's say I don't want to use their math method. I want to be skillful. I want to confuse other programmer, that when they check my file, they will see some things that, man, they don't know where it's coming from. I just say import math as divine. Import math as what? Divine. So now what I'm telling you there now is that anywhere you are supposed to use math, you can use what? Divine. So I'll just say here I'll pass in what? Divine here. I'll still be in a very very what? Good shape. That is what we call what? Name alias. Are you getting it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we call what? Name alias. But let me just take it back so that you not get confused later. Let me just leave it on math. Probably that one should be on your own. Inquisitiveness, when you are inquisitive. All right, so now let's look at other method. We have math.par accept two parameters. Can you hear me? Math.par accept two parameters. Is it parameters now or argument? I said argument and parameter are the same thing. Value and attributes are the same thing. So argument and parameter the same, value and attribute the same. And I also said parameter is what you pass inside the bracket, inside the function. all right, doing your function declaration. Then the next thing I want to do, raised to power 2. 25 raised to power 2 is going to be 25 times 25. I don't know what that will bring, but let's see. So that is 625 point what? 0. Am I communicating at all?
Yes.
So 625.0. That's what that guy does. Then we have other method under this math method. We have a method of a, how will I call it now? Floor. We have math.floor. 444 or 45 this. Now what the floor method does is that floor method display the number before the decimal point. Despite the fact that this guy is 5, floor method will give you the number before the decimal point. Are you getting? Sometimes you are writing a program, you don't want the number that will be generated after the decimal point to cause problem during your conditional query or statement. You just make it to become a floor. So whatever whole number that will be generated will be used in your application. I don't know if you understand. So we have another one called seal method. So we have math.what.seal. Let me show you. Math.seal. Alright. Alright. If I run this now, right? Even when this is 4. So the seal method will round up, alright, whatever number you have after your decimal point and drop it to the one before the what? The decimal point. Do you understand? Hello?
Yeah.
So I will not waste time on this. There are a lot of them. Let's say probably on your own you can just put a dot here. Put a dot there, then you check the method that they will trigger for you. Now I want to get is the cosine of 80. Please oh, you will see something now, or the cosine of 30. Hello? This is not the cosine of 30. Now what this math method is programmed. Math method, you know, in triangle, in triangle we have degree, we have radians, right? Degree and what? And radians. So what this thing will give you now, this is the cosine of 30 in radians. So you have to look for a way to convert it to what? To degree. So you have to write a program for that to convert it to degree. So it's just for you to get the formula of radian to degree, then you just attach it to your method. Your program is going to come up. Then we also have another thing called math.pi. Pi is a constant value, true or false. So math.what.pi. Please you actually put this in your head. Just use their method. Mike, are you there? Stalin, are you there?
The network is
Is
breaking. I couldn't hear you. It was
oh,
breaking earlier.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's recorded, Sha. I think everything should be clear on the record. Okay. Now remember I told you about DRO, right? If you come here and say print DRO, you will see the bulk of code that this is what we bring out for you. I said DRO, I'm looking at the directory of math. It can be a lot of things that it's doing. So you see cosine, a cos, all those methods that you are seeing, these are these are them here. Basically for calculation, you get access to it. So in a nutshell, the math method is a built-in Python or for numerical words calculation. Alright, so let's me introduce you to another lay hand on. Probably you test others yourself. We have a library called random. We have a library called random. So look at this now. You are building an application and you are storing people's how would I call it? You are building an application for an organization and you are storing their membership ID, and you want their membership ID to be unique, that no two members will have the same membership words ID. So what are you going to do in that case? In that, anybody using some certain anyways, anybody is using your application, they get the random generation. No two person will what we have the same. So now how do you make use of it? The guy that does that is a random. So we can say import what? Random. You see other built-in rat init, but I'm using random. So First of all, what do you have is right. Remember, I've told you what this guy does. You see the kind of method, classes, dictionary that is inside. Let me put a space here so that you're able to differentiate from the top and the other guy. Now, are you seeing what we have here? Now, this, you have access to sequence. All those ones are built in. You have access to, where is it again? Uh, you have access to variates. You have access to get states. So in random, you can get states. You can get main, normal variates. All of these things you have access to them. You can see you have access to rand int, random, to choices. Now let me give you a good example of one. Let's say I want to get a random generation of a number. Print, then I said random dot rand what, ints. I want to use rand int. Let me random dot rand int. Let's say I want to, what this guy showing me, random dot rand int. Missing one require position argument b. Oh, I need to get my range. Let's say between 1 and what, 20. So I run it. I see what I have. I have 15 abi when I run it the first time. When I run it again, I have 9. I have 9, 17, 1. You can see that this for you. Now, if you want to, it depends on the kind of people you are doing. You can say, okay, I want to be 999. Or concatenation, you can concatenate a certain number, then attach to it. So let me just do that so that it not look as if I didn't do it. Let's say I said 000. Okay, then I said plus, this is, you're having this number, you're having this number. So if I'm having access to this type of number, you know that I can use this number to be the ID of user. You can attach it with alphabet. Let's say you want to attach it with a choice. We know the plus operator is to concatenate. I can say rand what, random dot what, choices. Random, is it choice? I be choices now, but I'm going to figure it. Let me just use 2 choice, another choice, ccd, another choice, dd word e. So let's see what we are going to have. If you flag error, we figure it out. All right, it said random, that's, it should be choice. So it said taking 2 position argument, but I gave what, 4, but 4. So let me quickly debug this because it's very important to do it. I'm actually good. I'm actually good. So I was supposed to store it inside a variable. So I was supposed to say my variable, that means the computer could not handle everything. Let's say I say result. So let's run it again. Random dot choice. What was the problem? Result random roundings plus random dot choice. Oh, I have to handle it as a list. So I should be in a very good shape now. What's this now? Plus. I hope you know why this is flagging is error. Let me, why how do you correct this type of error? Are you with me? You know here now is my left hand side I have number, my right hand side I have string. I can't do that